Okay, so we're going to stay, even if I say we're going to do it, we're going to stay away from the whole out thing.
Okay.
Okay. But we're going to try something that's going to kind of be like that, but we're going to do it from the front of him.
Okay.
And we're going to give him something to think about first. Or so, we're going to give him something that'll help him. No, I almost did because I'm like so determined to.
Because I know you said that after the last lesson. You're like, I kind of want to do whatever, so I didn't know if you did.
I almost did now. I had a great lesson with the kids yesterday. All three of them. The little one too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. He did Hunter and the other two did Phoenix. I hope so. I mean, it's a long 3 hours in the heat, but I see. Well, just me, because they go under the umbrella between, you know. Each one only gets the hour. I get the 3 hours. Hi. Okay, so let's see if he's okay with backing beside it, backing around it. So ask him, bring him away, you stand here, and you're going to ask him to tightly go around this pole. So we're just going to make sure that we don't have issues with the pole at all.
Like stand where you are?
Yep. And then just ask him to do kind of a tight oval sort of. Yep, now let you stay there and ask him to go around. Yep. Just want to make sure that we're not going to encounter any. Yep, he's just asking. Good. If he wants to look, let him. Yep. Okay, and then ask him to go. I don't want him to roll it all away. He will roll it away. I like that he's so curious, but he's like, I was checking this out, man. Yep. Good boy. I like that though, because his ears were saying, "Are you sure?" So now I want you to get his front feet over this and leaving yourself, say, about that, like 6 to 8 inches sticking out off his other side. Okay. So he would probably be like right here. Oh, good boy. Good boy. So now I want you to physically out him off of it. So you're going to do the physical pressure. So you're going to put one hand here, and one on the ribs maybe. So pick what you think you need to guide the most to get the front end to go. Maybe even just the shoulder. But then the ribs are probably, or where your leg would go if you were. Good. He hears things. Like Chris is coming in a lot more. But say out. Good. There you go. Good. Because we're trying to find another way to help him understand what the out is. Okay. And by having something that he has to be aware of is, I don't want to step on that. Okay. So it might be easier for him to learn the crossover, having that as his visual. Okay. Okay. So the word is still very important. Okay.
So set him up like that.
Yep. We're gonna start to gradually get towards the middle, but I would do, say, 2 at each position. So give him like that 8-inch position again. Yep. There. Good boy. That's a lot. See, you just gotta have to, this is actually really good for you to see, is we've had a hard time figuring out how to explain this to him.
Right.
Now that seemed like he was like, oh, totally get it.
Yeah.
So now come a little bit further towards you. So step up. Good. So now for you, I was going to say for you got to be in control of the forward. Because the more farther you get down on that, you're going to end up he'll end up stepping over it before he gets to the end. So we want to make sure that your job is to keep him over it. He's definitely understanding what we want. But the further you get, the more likely he's going to be to just cross it. Funny how he knows how to cross his front legs when there's a pole there. Funny how you...
Not heel to toe.
Yeah, funny how you sort of know how to move your body like that and just didn't want to before. Yeah, hey. You know, me and Shayna, we just want visuals. I like visuals too. So now I would use the word step up, like the phrase step up, because that is 1 foot. I usually use that for, you know, getting into the trailer and wanting them to just test the trailer. When I'm first teaching them to just test the trailer, it's a step. Yep. I use it at the mounting block. Step up. Oops. Sorry. He's like, well, she said step up. Yep. Yep. Even rocked back. There. Good boy. Yeah. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny how you just needed a little help? I'm a visual learner. Yeah, yeah. We're in the other days we're like, no, don't lick and chew on that. Well, like what I wrote today is practicing. You can practice bad too. You know, it can become a habit. Good. Yep. Wow. I would even give him like a little break on that. I know, because we're already at half the pole, but let him just kind of, let him blow out. You can even like walk him if you want, but just let him kind of take that big. Yeah, how suddenly his body does do it, where he had us convinced there must be something physically hard for him. When you make it to where they're like, oh, well, my feet have to do that to make that work. You know, now it's all, oh, I see. Where's your sigh? You're supposed to sigh. You're supposed to go, or you need to do it in the mic. Go ahead. If you're not going to sigh, you got to go back and work without getting that relaxation moment. It's up to you. Seriously? All right. Then you got to go back and do more. All right. Go back and do more. He just looked at me like, no, really, I got a sigh in here, I swear. Let me try again. Yeah, I see. I really wasn't sure what his plan was there. I didn't know if he was going to like grab the rope or... Good boy. Yeah, I thought he was going to take the rope. It looked like that's where his thoughts were. Okay, so this time we're going to try the same distance. If we fail, we're going to go back to the 8-inch distance. What I want you to do now is I want you to out him that way without the physical pressure, because I do believe he understands the movement now, and I do believe, like with Ritz, he sees a pole, he just automatically starts to go over. So I believe that his brain's going to go pole sideways.
Okay.
So he may let you help him. It may happen a lot faster this way. But be prepared to stop the forward. Especially if he crosses over, just you telling him to back up, then you know he really gets the game. Yep, he's already thinking about doing it. Do you see how he leaned that way? Yep. Yep. Stop the forward. somebody pulled in. I think it's Emily. Why would she be here already? Is that clock not right?
Well, that's right.
Okay.
Okay. So still do the same distance?
One more time if it's... That was kind of falling apart on you. So one more time if it falls apart on you again, then we'll do it from a shorter distance. He's got like the laziest back foot. Good.
It was like...
He's so distracted right now. Yep. Yep, there you go. He's thinking about it. Again, he's distracted, unfortunately. There? Yep. He's going to go forward, though. Yeah, there you go. So now take your focus more towards the hind end so that... There you go. Oh. Okay. So I wonder if it's possible that if you can touch him, because he's only right there, it might be too close.
Okay.
Like, I wonder if you were a little bit further back saying out, because the idea is you want to give him the feel of I'm supposed to create space. But I think if it starts with you right here trying to make him create space, he may not get it.
Okay.
Hi! Yeah, sure. I thought my clock was wrong. I'm like, oh my God, is my clock wrong? Okay. Sparky. No, it is Chase, but we're joking. We're calling him Sparky. He's like, but people, they want to pet me. I know they do.
Alright,
So I'm thinking if you start, about where you are, and then kind of so he can see you coming.
Okay. Out.
And then he has an option to get out of your way. Because now when you get to him, now you can start rhythmically touching him. Yep, okay, yep, he's got it, but he's a little late with the sideways part. Yep. Okay, there's minimal effort all of a sudden.
We're having a problem.
So now what I would do is I would be like, okay, would you recognize it if I came here and told you out from here? So I would, like, if I was struggling, I think I would then say, how about we finish it with me telling you from this angle?
Okay.
So I'm just kind of playing with the angles. We gave him a visual, that seems to help, so let's play with the angles a little bit.
Out.
And make sure you stop the forward. No, that was forward.
Alright. So should I try for another step now, or just start over again?
Let's go back to the middle and physically out him again.
Okay.
Just so we get back in his head.
He liked it so much.
Yep. 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 And actually, I think what you did is I might have tried that too. What did you do that was a little bit different than just physically doing it? I would have probably tried it too. You don't know what you did? You went out, right? You actually put your hands on him, took them off, and let him kind of, so you were putting a halfway between rhythm and... Yeah.
I'm not even aware of what I'm doing.
Because I would have done that. I would have been like...
Okay, so when you
just,
took the step, I released.
yeah.
Okay.
But now it also kind of looks like maybe you can then suddenly do this, and he's gonna.
Actually, let's try that again. Look at that.
He crowds. So we're trying to teach him what out means to get away from us, but he's having a hard time learning it. Good boy. He's like, she wants to come on and pet me. I know she does. You guys are depriving me of this good pet I could have. Now that I know I like it, now that I don't want to bite everybody who pets me. He's like, so, oh, I'm so over this. He's like, look at his foot.
Are you ready?
Good, good. I'm glad you got that last front one. So, unfortunately, his wiggle turns into a tug, and I was doing it too because he actually does not listen to it.
Yeah, because I feel like he's requiring more than that.
Yeah. And I know that I actually eliminated my half of the one video because I was like, stop moving your feet. Like, I was getting to the point where, like, are you kidding me?
Pull your feet together.
Yeah. They don't go forward. But, you know, he was a horse that was all he was ever told was
Right.
go, you know, so it's hard to. What?
Would there be some sort of like if we faced him to the fence and then we told him that way?
Yep, there's a way to
Then
do
he
it.
literally
He has no choice.
no choice but to go
Yep.
sideways?
Because often, you know what it is for me about that is a lot of trainers do use a fence line or do use a wall.
Yeah.
And the reason that I don't is because I feel like you're still overly crutching the horse when the horse might need the benefit of the doubt that they're smarter than that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that's why I don't do it.
Okay.
But I don't disagree with doing it, and we can try it that way. Of course, we can, you know, it's going to work because we're going to eliminate the forward, but what's going to happen when you no longer have the wall?
Yeah, like my thought was just like with him, try
Right.
other ways that
Yep.
maybe he can't, not he can't, but maybe he needs that road
Block, yep.
that's telling him not to go.
Like you're not understanding the wiggle, don't go. You know what I would do then? If you want to use that as some kind of support, I call it a crutch. In this particular, I think you're not giving the horse the benefit of the doubt, but he's not listening. So,
Only I'm saying this because you've tried it and I've tried it. Like,
Yep,
it's not
yep.
just me struggling.
so no, it's not you.
Yeah.
So what I would do though is I would make it so that he can go forward. Because he's got to learn the not go forward part, not because there's a wall in front of him. So we'll have it so that he can go forward, but if you go forward anymore, you're going to run into the wall.
Okay.
But I want him to be able to fail so we can tell him he did it wrong. You know, like
Yeah.
if he can't fail, we can't make it perfect, or you can't.
Right, because you can't just work in a bubble all the time and then, like, if you can't ride the horse
And just make sure we do it in the same direction for right now. Oh, he's stepping on his own foot. Oh, see, the wall created a backward. I mean, you can do it where he has no choice, where his nose is against the thing, but I don't think you can. It's just one more thing to have to eventually eliminate. That's all. That's why I. Bomber! That's usually you running in with him. Yep, that's exactly what he's running from. Because there's a wall in front of him. Yeah, it was Bentley. Okay.
Alright, you don't like the wall. Let's try again this time.
He's like, now it's at my tail. I'm gonna have to go forward. When it's at my nose, the bomber's chasing them all. I know, it's with him. Yep, yep.
Now we're doing all kinds of crazy things.
Yep, yep, yep. Good, give him a break on that one. So I would, what, to me, a mental break is away from the thing, so, you know what I mean? So that way he thinks it's kind of over for this second. He's like, but she really wants to pet me. I know she does.
For me to see, like, the child in different ways to see
Yeah,
how it
because every horse is different, and every horse learns differently. And like I said, I've seen plenty of trainers, and in fact, most of them use a wall.
right.
But I don't know what it is about that. Like, it just makes me feel like you're dumbing them down by giving them something that they have to run into in order to do it right. I mean, I could have, maybe I work harder, because of that, because I refuse to do it that way. But in the same sense, I always end up getting what I'm looking for. It may take me longer, but I still feel like the education is a little bit stronger. Label.
I was like, what did you just wipe off of him?
Good boy. Yes, you're learning now, huh? It's finally getting in there. All right. Yep. So this time, try rhythmic. If you end up at him, then go back to the steady. And then if he seems to take good steps, see if you can take one. Sorry, my bad. I'm in the way. See if you can take, like, if you have to go to steady, see if you can get that last step rhythmically. Like, you're just going to try to break it up a little bit and get a little of the rhythm in there, if it's possible,
Ready?
Yep. Oh boy. It's like my automatic instinct is to use the end of the line, but we already know he'll let you stand there and just like, he's the kid that puts a finger in the fan and doesn't go ouch. Good boy. Good? Good? Oh! Good boy! Yay! So that was half and half, kind of, wasn't it?
Little forward,
Yeah, but I mean, as far as what you were able to do, was that half and half of what? Okay.
Yeah, like it started out rhythmic, then I had to get a little bit more. I feel like he's just kind of distracted. Like he's just like, I don't really care.
Well, he doesn't care. He doesn't. This is not fun.
It's not just something I feel.
No, yeah, and he's gonna christen. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Kind of wish Phoenix had come running in with everybody. That would have been easier. Whew. Yep, yep. Good. So then take away some of the pressure on the hind end then and see if you think the hind end's going
When he starts to go forward,
right.
I pull him in like this, which then steals him away. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you're saying not with the hand as the pressure.
Right. So if he's already getting the back part, then take more of your focus forward on him. Sorry, I'm petting him. It's like, yeah, that bug bit me there.
All right.
Phoenix, come on. Here, Phoenix. Good. Good boy.
Are you ready?
He said I've already creeped one. Good, I like that. I like what he did. He gave a lot of thought to what is being asked of him. There's my butterfly. It's like, don't you understand? Oh. Hey, last time you gotta do it right. Talking to him. Phoenix! Good. Don't let him creep. Yeah, he's not in because I wanted him to stretch his legs a little bit. Good, good, good. Scratch him, yes. Yes, he is. He's coming forward. There you go. There you go. There you go. Yep, yep. There you go. Oh, you had a good spot too. Wherever you were just scratching was good, just so you know. Yep, yep. Yep. Good. Don't overdo it though, because he won't work for it. Oh. I want to say like that was the best one.
Yeah.
And it's
super broken down.
yeah, but and then it makes you go, he's got it now. Let's just do it one more time. But I don't think it's a good idea. But that was really good. That was the best one you did. That was the best one you did.
Let's find the itchy.
I'm always waiting for him to one day just go at my face. I don't know. I think he's got it in him, you know, but he's learning to like people, so that's good. All right, now we gotta go catch Phoenix. Hopefully not catch him. Hopefully Phoenix will